Today we look at the Magic career of Otis Smith. Smith, a second-round pick for Denver in the 1986 draft, played for the Nuggets before being traded to Golden State in his second season. Smith enjoyed an increased role with the Warriors, but nevertheless was left unprotected in the expansion draft, and the Magic called his number. Like all Magic players, the start of the first season was a feeling out process, where the players learned to play together and everybody battled for minutes. In the first month of the season, Smith didn't feature heavily in Matt Guokas' rotations and reportedly complained about playing time. He got some increased minutes in December when starting forward Jerry Reynolds got a stomach virus, and against the Bulls he put up 28 points off the bench, which included the game-winning layup in the closing seconds.
And he comes in to Otis Smith against Pippen. Otis Smith left of the lane, in deep, scoops it in. 2.3 seconds. No, the game's over. Orlando wins by 1.
As Reynolds missed more time, Smith carved out his role, first as a bench spark and then as a starter. In January, he averaged 19.5 points per game from the starting small forward spot, which included a career-high 33 points and 16 rebounds in a game against the 76ers. In late February, Smith damaged his knee in a game against Seattle, and it required minor surgery. Smith missed around a month. When he came back, the team was in a big slump, and Guokas tried everything to find a winning combination, trying Smith as a starter and off the bench, both at small forward and shooting guard. Smith's place in the lineup was a little more secure in the 1990-91 season, as he was named as one of the team's co-captains and he averaged consistent minutes off the bench for most of the season. In late November, Smith was trialled as the starting shooting guard amid concerns over Nick Anderson's defense, and he even spent some time backing up Scott Skiles at point guard. After a collision in a December game in Portland, Smith cracked a tooth and needed stitches above his right eye, and he missed 2 games and went back to the bench once he returned. With the Magic floundering with an 11-33 record, Smith returned to the starting lineup in February after an injury to Anderson, and he held it for the majority of the Magic's 22-18 finish. Smith became the first Magic player to ever compete in the NBA's dunk contest during All-Star Weekend.
Now he turned the body, he brought it with his left hand, he's a right-handed guy. For him, he's saying, look, I'm giving you a whirlwind, not a major extension where he's up over the rim, but for a guy at 6'5", that was impressive.
Smith's third season with the Magic ended up being his last in the NBA. Prior to the season, Smith had knee surgery, and early on he didn't get many minutes. An injury to Nick Anderson gave him his chance, and after scoring a season-high 22 points against Cleveland, he found himself back in the rotation. A calf injury at the end of December put Smith out for 6 weeks, and his knees were still bothering him. The Magic signed shooting guard Anthony Bowie from the CBA to replace Smith while he was out, but in mid-February, Anderson got into a scuffle at a rap concert, ending up with a broken orbital bone that would sideline him for several weeks. Smith was activated, but was quite rusty, and continued to struggle through the worst shooting season of his career. Smith got a couple of opportunities to start late in the season after Anthony Bowie was suspended for fighting, and he helped the team to a 1-point win over Indiana where he scored 19 points. At the end of the season though, Smith's plan was to explore free agency, and he said that he didn't wish to come back to Orlando. In Smith's 195-game Magic career, he posted averages of 11.4 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. Smith's knee issues proved too much to overcome, and after retiring from the NBA, he came back to work for the Magic in 1996 as the Community Relations Manager. In 97, Smith made a playing comeback for the Solna Vikings in the Swedish Basketball League, and he was named the most valuable player of the league before resuming his retirement. Smith continued to work first for the Golden State Warriors and then returned to the Orlando Magic front office in 2003. He worked his way up to being named the Magic's general manager in 2006, and though the Magic made their second trip to the NBA Finals in 2009, Smith was unable to surround Dwight Howard with the right supporting cast to land the Magic their first title. He stood down from the general manager position in May of 2012 on the same day that Stan Van Gundy was fired, before Dwight Howard was traded to the Lakers in August. Smith then moved into coaching, first in the G League and currently as an assistant with the Detroit Pistons. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Magic career of Otis Smith. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check back soon for our next episode, a look at the magic career of Mark Akers.